are back for another Spider-Man double draft, and we can just pair Angler Shield with the Bargain Spinner here and call it a day. Remorseless Coup is good, but we're going to hope that the Wonder Weave Aerialist, the Pigeon, or the Vision Wheel, because the Bargain Spinner can grab this thing, and that's good enough for me. You can also grab Hidden Mundane and Mothwing Shroud, so it's nice to pick up early. We can prioritize like Hidden Mundane a bit higher than we normally would. This pack is less exciting. Etzli is not something I ever really want to play. The counter is something I will play in best of 3. And Ozor is typically better in blue-black. I don't think there's anything particularly strong outside of our colors as well. So let's get a counter spell here. See if these two wheel. Alright, another counter spell and another counter spell. That's too many counter spells. Let's get a pastry. And I've kind of really come down on this card. I liked it originally. And it may still make our deck if we don't have enough draw power in a match where we can't close out the game early. And if we have good counterspell targets, of course. Like if you don't, well, there it is again. Alright, Mob Lookout or Perfected Pastry are coming in here. Should actually just be these two. Okay, a Vision does wheel. Take a Surveyor in case we get some crazy powerful card outside our color pair. But typically you don't want to be splashing a bunch of colors in your blue-white decks. You just want to play Web Weaver, Aerialist, put counters on them, and kill the opponent in the air. That being said, the Web Weaver Aerialist was taken, so we may be in a contested color pair here. I made this mistake recently. Confessor's Bindings, I believe, is much better in green-white than it is in blue-white. That being said, how much blue do we actually have? Angler Shield is the only thing we care about. So could we be green-white at this point? Not missing out on much by picking up these two. I mean, we would rather have Browse than Basil in green-white. So let's actually take Ref. Yuck. These are just so much better than these cards. Okay, we could be green, white, blue. We don't have the Aerialist for these unstable experiments. That's really what you want to pair them with. So let's just grab a Leyline Weaver here and pair it with Unspectacular Tactics. Hidden Mundane we can fetch with the Bargain Spinner. And we're going to take yet another Ref here. I don't think we want to play either of these green cards. Tempo Trap is something we could grab, and with the Leyline Weaver, we do have red mana for its Destroy Artifact effect. removal in a pile looks like this. Another pastry. Clutter Cluster is once again the best card in this set, in this pack. So we'll take that with a valet. 4 refs is a lot of refs. Trail of Teacups. Okay. Well, I think it's maybe Gallant Citizen over the Crime Scene Instructor here. I've been coming up on the Crime Scene Instructor, and both the Gallant Citizen and the Crime Scene Instructor wear the counters from the pastries pretty well. Hide in Mundanity again. We'll grab a Crime Scene Instructor here. Another support appearance. Arachnologist will be another source of fixing. And another terrible late. They're just letting them slip through, but it's much too late for that. We'll take Arachnologist and Snatchback. I don't think there's any role where we want to play the Sky Rod, even with a Bargain Spinner to go fetch it up. Another Terrell. Oh my goodness. Let's like grow extra arms here. Okay, no lands to speak of. There was a possibility to take a green-white land earlier. But what is our mana going to look like? As is. Eerie Gravestone should not be in here. We've got Basil. We don't have a ton to in web. We can start without the Opulent Valet. Put this in the interaction pile. That's probably good. And now mana wise, we want green and white early. 7, 11, 17. This is not enough green. Here 9. Cut 2 of these. And then white. Still want early, but this is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can make that 9. And then blue will be 1, 2. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 planes. So we may not even need to play Surveyor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we cut Basil, we run a valet. All right. Let's do it. Hard to navigate draft there. It looked like we had a very tempting blue-white start with the Bargain Spinner and Angler Shield, but we weren't able to get very many Wonderweave Aerialists. The next best cards to come through were green, so I think we correctly pivoted. Like, these green cards are better than the blue cards we were seeing. And then at the end, we just randomly saw Terrorless not being taken for some reason in blue-black. But I don't think there's a way to navigate to a successful blue-black there without prior knowledge. Okay, we will play the pastry. And we have all 3 colors. Kraza is a scary card. Red-green is a deck that we've struggled both with and against. I haven't done better than 1-2 with green-red, and yet I've been smacked down hard by red-green decks, especially with Zakao. That being said, this guy's not running a regulation-sized deck, so I'm a bit less scared now. 3, 6, 53 cards, it looks like. We'll untap and we'll be able to attack as a 4/4. If we play the Angler Shield, is that right? Nice. Turn 3 Angler Shield connection. I assume he'll put 1 more counter on this. Not give haste. He gives haste. We are at 11. Five mana. Okay, we'll throw down a Citizen. Will we? And a Surveyor. Ooh, that's another option. Unfortunately, 2/2 body is still relevant for blocking, but I don't need this coming in with haste. I feel like if we just play it out, we'll pull ahead on board. Okay, 3, 5, 6. Good in web here. Another option is just to make this into a 5/5 and attack. Is that too greedy? I think so. Let's play the Arachnologist. Throw out the Surveyor. We won't put a land on top. Four, 4. Oh, he has a 4/4 here, so it's probably going to be better to put double block here. +4/+4, he is going to have 8 power and blow us out. So be it. This isn't a spider. unfortunate. It's a big boy. We can tap Arachnologist here, so we can web out Butter Cluster. And we'll have more bodies to jump with. Three, 4. Do we want 3, 4? Okay, Bargain Spinner can go fetch our other Hidden Mundanity. And we should be able to slow down this Dreadfang. Doing that pre-combat. Interesting. Can you give it flying? No. So we'll jump the 10-10 with our 2-1. And if he doesn't attack with the String Puller, I was going to say we'll double block his Caracals with a 2-3 and 3-2. Trade our 2-3 for his Caracals there. That pumps to be a 4-4. This is one less threat. I doubt he has a 1-mana creature here. It would be like the 1-1 Reach Death Touch. Alright. How much mana do we have? 3, 5, 6, 7. I think it's just Bargain Spinner. Into Hidden Mundanity, we can't jump again. It's this Dreadfang. So, slam that on there now. It's quite the chunky blocker. But now we have 2 creatures that can trade with the Sadistic String Puller. And hopefully our Angler Shield should help us pull ahead. That being said, we're not getting through with anything besides the Bargain Spinner. So, if he kills that, we're going to have a hard time drawing cards. Sure enough, that's what he does. He does kill his own creatures, strangely enough. He doesn't use Dreadfang for that. We will play out Parents. And I think the Arachnologist is actually going to come out here. We'll be able to quit. And we want to be able to put counters on spiders. Get rid of Kitten. Gonna do. Just sack it right now, I bet. If he has a land to pitch. Start with Prince Ref. bring back the clutter cluster. Now we'll start making our spider Voltron. Support appearance will mean that we can web clutter cluster without attacking. We can send back Prince Ref. Razorkin is a good one. We also can't target it with spectacular tactics. So he can have his own source of card advantage here. Alright. Green. 1, 2. We'd have to tap multiple creatures here. Let's do this. Let's make our big boy even bigger. And then pass. Sumi. Oh no. Alright, we'll want to spread our counters out now. So we have reach creatures. Besides our Voltron to block that. And now we can actually do loops. Right, we could play the principal referee after the clutter cluster dies. And bring him back, and then web him back. For value, okay. Either he realizes that or he's scared. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll play the support parents here then. We can re-equip to another reach creature. Auto tapper. Got rid of all our planes, but we have two support parents who we need to remove for us to not be able to cast the spectacular tactics. Kazuo, okay. It's a pretty good one. Is he going to get rid of his spider coach? He is. Acceptable. I don't think we protect that. We'll block with the Angler Shield flyer here if he attacks, as it's easier to spend 2 mana to re-flip than to spend 3 mana with the Arachnologist to put the counters on. He doesn't have a creature that can block and not kill. He doesn't have like a 1/3 or 2/3 of his own. So we could be counters on the Clutter Cluster to draw cards here, but I don't think we need to do that just yet. We can make our little spider tokens able to block, and then next turn we'll put a counter on that bad boy. We could have re-equipped the Angler Shield to our 5/4 spider, and then he can't attack through with Kazuo. Isaac, okay. But we can triple block if he attacks. Alright, let's put Angler Shield on the Clutter Cluster here. Swing on through. We could put another counter to draw another card, but I doubt he lets this through. Probably chump block. Oh, with the kitten. Okay. I mean, if he gets a land that he can pitch, that's a card he could draw. If he gives up Kraza instead. We'll play out Olayal Weaver. Re-equip this to make this chunky boy. Yeah, let's put this on the chunky boy. So 6 toughness. Awkward if he removes our 4 counter spider creature, but in green and red at least, a lot of his removal is going to be damage and fighting based. Perilous Lunge, Rhino's Rampage, the Mayhem card that does 4 damage, the Knife Trick that does 3 damage, Shock that does 2. And so really we'd only be in range of cards like Terrific Team Up, and if he's splashing, Black Removal, the Coup, and Damning Caress. Okay. All right. Spectacular Tactics is now basically locked in. So he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. Three blockers. wait until we declare blockers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have 8 attackers for 4 blockers. 4 get through, he's dead. So we actually just don't block Nu and Sumi. We win right away. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if he blocks maximum damage here, our remaining creatures get through with 2 power and have exact lethal. Nice. That was a fun match. Or fun game. The match is not over. Okay. Note to self. Infinite clutter cluster loops with the referee are fun. You can have infinite loops with just one uncommon and a couple of I guess one common and one uncommon. He's got big stuff. None of it flied, so we don't need scout the city. Graveyard hate is not relevant. We could run a Basil if we're worried about dying real fast instead of a Prince Ref. And I think that's the only change we make. I think that's the skill that you gain as you play a more traditional draft. Is it's not about how many cards you sideboard in or out when determining if you're a great sideboarder or not. It's how long you spend thinking about it. You know what I mean? If you really noodle it, talk it out, people will be like, oh yeah, wow, it's very different than best of one. And then you'll swap out one card. I mean, it can make a big difference. Counterspell is, I think, the most obvious change you can make in a lot of matches where you're on the draw versus on the play. And here, we'll play out the clutter cluster because we have our principled referee, infinite loop. I guess it's actually not an infinite loop unless we can and web it back out with a supportive parent. That's a pretty sweet combo. We've got 2 supportive parents, 3 refs, I guess 2 right now, and then just need the 1 clutter cluster, and we're looping forever. Let's attack. See what's up. Potentially we're supposed to hide in mundanity here. Make it a 2/2 Kraza again. But I would like to ramp first and see what happens. This is also going to fix for our mana and let us play out our ref. As much as I like the infinite loops, we don't have supportive parents yet. We could draw another ref, and putting counters on may be correct. Ooh, Bayo. That's scary. I'll let him bank mana if we don't take care of it with hiding mundanity. What's he got? A skin? Skitter and kitten? Skeetin'? Okay. So I guess we'll see what we draw first before we play hide and seek. I guess we won't play hide and mundane. We will simply attack with both creatures. What's it through? Okay. We will let it through. Ooh, okay. Okay. Hide in mundanity. On the bail. Into the valet. If he kills the cluster, we bring it back with ref. And then web. We could just play ref right now. Nah. Did we see any black cards last game? I don't know that we did. Statistics, string 4. It's going to chill back. As is the cross. Okay, we have the planes here. So maybe this is greedy, but we will attack with just the valet. Do we throw the clutter cluster down? Yeah, we do. If he plays a reach creature and we don't have a way to in-web the clutter cluster, this becomes awkward. But we can also tap the Arachnologist, I guess, to web that. It's just not the same as putting the ref back in our hand so that we can bring the Clutter Cluster back when he dies. It's not infinite. Blockers. I think we just take 8 here. Believe it or not. No, no infinite loop. At least off this ref. So we can do this. Web. Give it away. Gain life and start pumping our spiders up slowly with our arachno, which is next turn. That was not the right play. We should have used counters on the ref. We just had too much fun with the infinite loop last time. But note to self, moving forward. Keep the infinite loop in mind, but don't lose the game because of it. Look, we're all human. We like to have fun from time to time. So, 2-1 on this. 5 damage to face. Also double block for this. So, extra arms. Pretty good for him. And now I think we lose. And the worst part of that is we don't get to do infinite loops with our clutter cluster. It's not impossible here. Support appearance still in the deck. 2 copies. 1 copy of Prince Ref still in the deck. But we need to maybe change our priorities to winning the game here rather than playing that out. Let's destroy Chizak here. Dreadfin. He's gonna be a big boy. We can block him with 3 creatures right now. But if he swings with the sadistic string puller, we'll block that now. Ooh, or we'll block the Razorkin. That's a better block for us. He'll get more value out of that. He might think better of it and bring it back in a second. Razorkin is giving him card advantage. I would gladly give him 5 life if it means we can remove the Razorkin from the field. He actually backs off. I think the Razorkin should attack. At least that. We'll take 9 damage here. So 1 trample, 6, 10 damage will go to 2. Keep Basil around. Okay. It's gonna be nice. We're not gonna just have to survive the turn, right? Attacks with tap creatures. 2 blockers would be double chump. He's smart here. He'll figure out he just needs to attack with both creatures. And we will take a win on timer here if we have to. Okay, what do we need? Big creatures. I don't think we change. Anything. Maybe the valet gets swapped for arachnologist. We have bigger body. The valet is nice with enwebbing the cluster though, right? Where's that English shield nicely? Trail of Teacups is actually kind of bad. Okay, we're gonna play tight. We're not gonna just try to infinite loop. But we do have it. We do have it, I will say. This is great, bargain spinner. We'll go fetch one of our auras, either Hidden Mundanity or our Angler Shield. Trail of Teacups is going to struggle with his big bodies. We're going to have like 2 power creatures in the graveyard. Doing 2 damage to his big old 3/3, big old 6/6, 4/3, or 5/4 if he gets a counter on it. Romantic Rendezvous. Okay, he's turtling a bit. It's good to see. Our chance at redemption. We do have another Prince Wrath left over. No green yet. I mean, he could spend 2 mana with the Fearsome Bridge on. 4/5 is going to attack nicely if we play out our other Prince Wrath here. So let's do that. 4/5, he double blocks. That's actually kind of bad for us, right? 3/4 still attacks him through. I guess we attack with these first. Oh, he just takes it. Alright, let's see what we draw of Gallant Citizen. And still hold up Spectacular Tactics pretty normally here, as Sadistic String Puller will be a target that we can hit end of his turn if we want to stay mana efficient. Push through that remaining damage. Caracals will be a good target for Trail of Teacups too. Like I said, we're struggling to do more than, I think, 2 damage with it. Like most of our creatures. Well, Crime Scene Instructor is actually going to be 1. He doesn't count the 1 counter. Are going to be just 2 power, so 2 Leyline Weavers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our creatures that we could hit with it would have only 2 power. That's the highest we can get to, actually. Let's get rid of Kitten. And Wardens. Okay. Might as well save some damage. 3, 4. Yeah, it's mana efficient. Leave this 1/1 back. He gets rid of the Skittering Kitten with a Skittering Kitten. Alright, it goes to 1. Any creature connecting through is going to be lethal. We have Basil. If we have a island, then we have Heightened Mundanity as well. I doubt he'll have much life gain in these colors. He could have Merciless Enforcers, but he's mainline green, red. Okay. That is a 1 mana way to remove one of our creatures. Let's start. What did he toss? Temple Trap. He can't attack here. That's crazy. And it's over. Whew. What a grind. Game 1 was so much fun. I love infinite loops like that. There was a combo you could do in Kamigawa with a green card that would go fetch something from a graveyard, and then you could fetch the thing that you fetched and get it back and basically do that infinitely, and that was a lot of fun. Maybe for me, I don't know if it's fun to be on the receiving end of that. Probably not. But this looks like a keepable hand. We can maybe put an island on top if we wanted to. I think we do want to now. We'll guarantee we get to 4 lands, and we can grab the Angler's Shield. Opponent looks like they're also green, white, blue. Aerialist is a great drop. He's not going to trade for it here. I would be shocked if he did. There's potentially going to be a opportunity to get him with Grow Extra Arms. Surveyor is a spider and has reach, so even if he gets counter on Aerialist and can fly through, we can make their Surveyor big enough to eat it. We just gotta watch out for cards like Spectacular Tactics. Ooh, that is a scary card. I would like to kill that now. I guess we can't. Unless he decides to block. He does not, so I don't think it's worth using Grow Extra Arms in the Spectacular Tactics. I think we just play Bargain Spinner, go get the Angler Shield. Kill it later. He will get 1/1s here, at least 1/1/1. DJ Khaled. Another one. I guess that's actually the first 1/1, so it's not another one yet. And if he has that card, Unstable Experiment, he can give his Wonder Weave Aerialist Surprise flying here. So let's play the Forest, play Angler Shield, put it on the Surveyor, and grow extra arms if he gives us that opportunity. Basil. You handsome devil, you. He's made 2 1/1s, so I'm already feeling like you may learn an important lesson here. Remove Eleni when you can. 4, 7, 10, 14. We're dead. Yep. We were dead on the crackback. He drew a land. Should have seen that. Okay, let's learn our lesson, tighten up our play. Run it back. Okay, so replay that. We kill Eleni, and he still has a lot of cards that he plays out in hand, but we can potentially afford to 2-for-1 him if we have the Bargain Spinner. Another Surveyor turn 2. Go touch a Forest this time. Interesting. Can you flash in a Demi? Basil. He's got mana up, so maybe it's not correct to play Angler Shield here. Let's swing on here. Swing on through first. And see what the deal is. If he kills our Clutter Cluster, we can get back with Referee. And potentially in-web it. Which we have maybe done recently. That would be a good deal. So he's playing this into open mana. Pretty gutsy of him. It's going to work out. And it might still be better to 3-power. Just put counters on these guys. Rather than bring back a Clutter Cluster that we don't even have the mana to in-web yet. Leaving it there also means we have at least 2 damage with our Trail of Teacups. He has a Bargain Spinner of his own. This is scary. Robotics Mastery. Yikes. This can be a lot of value. Six. Don't draw a card off Angler's Shield there, unfortunately. But at least now he doesn't have a creature to put Robotics Mastery on. Or a Rala. He's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand though. Besides those. And if he kills our Steel Web Surveyor, which is kind of a stinker, we may be in trouble here. Margot. Would have loved Margot. Two mana. What can he do? Snatchback. That would suck. I think we just go for it though. Is better against Snatchback, but draws us less cards than if we played Referee out at a time, I think. Because we can replay Surveyor and draw a card off Pastry. And then Principal Referee will have more flexibility to... Yep, there we go. Bring back a card or not. Okay, gotta be careful not to lose our tempo here. He's been having great turns. He just used Snatchback for 2 mana to slow down. Basically a 4 mana investment. Remove a counter. We'll attack with the Referee Raw here. If he has no creatures. That's not no creatures, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, yeah. +1/+1. Let's not make the same mistake. Let's hide the mundanity of that card now. Does deny us on the card, and I presume that Robotics Mastery is coming down on Margot next turn. He'll be able to attack for 8 damage unblockable. if we don't get more removal. We can gain life off Clutter Cluster if we web it, but it's going to be tricky because we have the Angler Shield equipped to Referee. The Surveyor can't attack in with these 1/1 flyers. Ooh, okay, well now it can. So back Surveyor. Definitely decline. And now we're potentially in a situation where we can live. He'll have to tap 2 creatures. It might be beneficial to actually attack with the 1/1s and just lose the bindings here, since the 1/1s are not blocking. Looks like he doesn't make that same determination. 5, 7, 9, 11. So if he blocks the 5, 2, 4, 6, 8 damage, he's dead. Unless he has something in hand. 5, 6, 3, 4. Does it make a difference if we re-equip anything? No. 1, 2, 3, 4 need to make it through. Oh, you may. It's not a must? Oh, wow. So we're just dead, right? Yuck. Okay. That looks like end of game. Well, I had a scary deck, and we played wrong game 1. That was enough. Sometimes the margins are not big enough to make up for that. I felt like we learned our lesson not removing a Lenny. There's multiple ways to lose a Magic game, and losing on value, I think, is something that we sometimes over prioritize if we feel like the deck is not strong enough. This looks like a palatable hand if we can just get a forest. No, we can still play out most of it. Just gonna have to take this. Rouse the Swarm. He's gonna make his Surveyor into a 3/2. We're gonna be in a bad spot if we don't. There we go. Let's play the referee. to block his stuff. Now if we draw Clutter Cluster, we do have the infinite combo. Wrapped. Yuck, I missed another lane drop. Let's... I guess play support appearance. Pastry. Crime scene instructor, our only attacker. We do get to draw planes here. If he removes crime scene instructor, he does attack through for 11 damage. We go to 4, but we get to redistribute our counters and guarantee that there's 2 damage in the graveyard for Trail of Teacups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'd be able to play that, remove a creature, and use Spectacular Tactics. Hopefully stabilize on board. Three 1/1s. We put it just on, yeah, the support appearance. This is kind of like playing something for 1 mana. There we go. We won't have enough mana, unfortunately, for Spectacular Tactics. So let's throw out a Leyline Weaver. We can potentially get the opponent in some bad attacks here. Even if he had removal for support appearance, Prince Wrath is still going to block his 3/2s nicely. And we can Spectacular Tactics as String Puller. That being said, we don't need to do any of that right now. Damage. One, two. 3, we won't be able to hold up spectacular tactics, so let's just chill. Isaac. Good spectacular tactics target. Let's go now. Can we? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 mana. No, we'd be short. We'd be short of ward. It's a cow. I guess it would be scary. Was he a 6/7? But we could double block him. Jumps in. Okay, Leyline Weaver is okay. No way he attacks through, right? Prince Ref or the Arachnologist so that we can just do something infinitely, just have an infinite mana sink. Pump our Leyline Weaver. Get the Arachnologist here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get another spider. 6/5. We could make a 7/7. That'll be a good blocker. He can attack in with Zan, but we can block with Crime Scene Instructor here. Now he has a mana sink. And he'll add 2 counters instead of 1 per turn. Effective Pastry. Let's see what we draw. Might be nicer to gain the life here, honestly. 7, 8, 9 mana. Yeah, he's gonna overwhelm us soon if we don't find a flyer big enough to attack past his reach. Or some removal for his galvanized workforce. What do we have? Another. We have 2 hidden mundanities. We have a bargain spinner that can go fetch them. 3 and 13, so basically a 1 in 4 chance every time we draw to get something for him. Temple Trap, what's he gonna kill? Arachnologist or Surveyor? Surveyor. Does he have lethal with trample? I guess we'll find out. So for trample, we're still dead. Okay, offensive GG, I really want to beat this guy. And I think we can. We have Temple Trap. Maybe one less ref, one more Basil. Keep. He has Knife Trick here. We hope not to see it. We hope to play Bargain Spinner turn 3. Alright, if he has removal, it's a good spot for it. We'll trade our Leyline Weaver for his workforce here. If he has shock, it's a 2 for 1. Arrow. Okay. We'll definitely go grab Island. spiders. We didn't see Demero last game, surprisingly. He has a lot of cards that are not spiders. That is a spider, though. 3. You know what? Let's swing out. Nine. We could do 13. Bring him to 4. It's probably too greedy. Does he gain life off Demera? No, just draws cards. Okay, I feel good about our position. He plays something, even if he draws a card, we hide in mundanity, and then we can attack on through. All our creatures have at least 2 power. Boris, okay, has reach, but that will tap him out. Oh, and he's actually going to attack. 5, 9. Get Scout Citizen. I guess if we get a pastry, we can kill him this turn. We can trade for our Surveyor. So it's probably correct to not attack all team. I don't know. He'll go to 3. This is the wrong block. Yeah. Figures it out. And there's the pastry. Just a second too late. We'll pay to put the counter on Citizen this turn. And then any 2 creatures were already lethal, but now they're even more lethal. Okay. Chizak. Big. Blocks even the cards with flying. But we can just hide the mundanity on him. We'll give him a good game. This one's not offensive. Offensive. Not like I'm offended. Offended. More like he was saying good game when he had won. Okay, Prince Ref. I think we take Basil out. What is Basil doing? We need value. Put Prince Ref back in. Going to be a challenge, but this is a pretty good start hand. Seem weird, but we'll pass. Hold up, grow extra arms. support appearance for the blue mana. Isaac, okay. Definitely one we want to move. Now we need something off the top. 2 sprinkles, playing big boys. We've kind of ramped to nothing here. Leyline Weaver into Leyline Weaver into support parents into support parents. We don't really have anything to spend our mana on. I would have loved a Surveil land. Trail of Teacups. They'll do at least 3 damage. Ooh, Clutter Cluster. And now he's just going to make his Galvanized Workforce too large. If we get a Prince Rep, we can bring back Clutter Cluster and we can start looping. Otherwise, we're going to get outvalued here as he just puts counters Galvanized Workforce. I guess we can bring it back with Trail of Teacups as well. But to loop it, we need Prince Rep, of which we have 3 in the deck. There's Prince Rep. Definitely want to bring back Clutter Cluster. He doesn't have any creatures where the toughness is greater than the power. Like, basically, he would need another 1/3 or 2/3 to block us. So we can suicide in our Clutter Cluster next turn. Keep the loops going. Or just tap it with Support Parents. Oh no, I guess we need to suicide the cluster. 5/8. He is at 9 mana, so he can only add 2 counters to Galvanize Workforce each turn. However, he's sporting a support appearance here for an extra 2 mana each turn. He'd have to tap his creatures though. It's looking like he's thinking about doing that. Boy, big boy. Okay. Green with Ref. And our Surveyor. Fourteen, 17, 20, 22, 24. So we could have brought back another support appearance. Now we can't infinitely do the ref loops, but we got 2 of them in hand. And with what's he gonna kill? A Leyline Weaver? Are we dead then? Galvanized Workforce is not a spider, so we'll just block his biggest thing with Clutter Cluster. And probably the second biggest thing with Crime Scene Instructor. Is he dead on the crackback? We've got 2, 4, 6. At least 6 attackers. And we'll be able to put 4 power on the board with Prince Rep this turn. Five. 2, 3 blockers. We have 4, 7 attackers. 4 get through. Do 8 damage. Plus 4 is 12. He still lives. Okay, that's all right. We'll sack the Clutter Cluster here if he does attack. Here's 3, 6 blockers. We have 7, 10 attackers right now. Can maybe go wide enough to take him down. Web yet, so we'll play out Arachnologist, away with Weaver. Now we're really going to 7, 10, 12 creatures to his 6. 6 get through, 6 times 2 is 12. Not enough, he'll be at 3. Queen Web the Weaver. Better. I think we kept Arachnologist out there, added another power. Three, 6, 7, 8 blockers. We have 1, 2, 9. We're still gonna count 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 3, 6, 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. He lives, so we don't attack here. He can eat with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 9. 12, 14. 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. 8 times 2. Still not enough. We'll keep pumping. Data scrubber, okay. He has a land in hand. This is good for him. 4, 5, 6, 7. Who will mill first? He's got 14 cards left. We've got 9. Will mill first. So 3, 6, 7, more math. 3, 6, 9 minus R. This seems like it's counting wrong. 5? There's 6 of these. I don't love what the arena UI is doing here. Is this 5 or 6 creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 7, honestly. I'm gonna try to attack just to see how many creatures we have. Did we have lethal? Is arena UI fucking with me? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3, 6, 7, 8. 7 get through. 5 have 2 power, so we're going to cancel our attacks. No attacks. Continue spreading counters around. So that Angler Shield, do we... Yeah, it's in the graveyard, would actually kill us now. I guess we'll see what we draw first. Put a counter on non-spider. Okay, we gotta count. We might have to go at the last possible moment. Problem is, he's been developing creatures to our board. We've been drawing lands. He has 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 blockers. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 attackers. Still only 15. 3, 15 minus 3. We're gonna decline that. Does he have any reach? He does. this ref. Too much reach for us to attack through. Three, 6, 8, 9, 10. Are 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get through. 6 times 3 is 18. So we'll have to play Prince Ref. Pump up our non-spiders. Ooh, can't pump up anymore. So we hope to draw Prince Ref this turn and then go for it. Figured out. Maths for blockers. Six power. I think the only alternative we have was Prince Ref. I mean, he's going to get playables earlier on, and we would have been able to bring back a Clutter Cluster, tapped our Arachnologist, swapped them, got some more bodies, pushed through. Is that going to be too much? 6, 4 is 10, 13, 17, 20, 25. Yeah, we're dead. 27. There we go. What a slugfest. I think we had a shot with Prince Ref there. We had actually the ability to go grab another support appearance. And what would that have changed? We would have been able to keep getting 1/1 counters. Either from the... Or even better yet, Bring back Clutter Cluster and web with Referee that you've tapped with Support Appearance. And then you let Clutter Cluster die. Prince Ref is in your hand. You bring back Clutter Cluster and web Referee back to your hand. So there's a creature we could bring back with Teacups, and I think it should have been Support Appearance. Oh well, 1-2 is not what this deck deserved, but we'll take it. Alright, we'll see you in the next one.